Shalom, Jeff. As we said again and again, the hostages, all of them, are in life-threatening condition, and obviously when it's the 100th day. We don't know what is their current condition. It means that the medications that will get to them, it's not something technical, okay, you just send the medications. They need physician visit by the Red Cross to be examined, to see what are the current health medical needs, and then get treated for what they need now. So no one can know exactly what to send them without knowing their current condition. So we expect the basic right of any human being that was captivated to get a visit from the Red Cross. I really hope that that's what we will hear this week, that the Hamas finally allowed the Red Cross to visit them, to give them the proper care, and not only to be a delivery that sends them the medications, because if it will be only medication, it will be too little, too late.
Professor, you mentioned life-saving medicine. We have heard from so many hostages who were freed, who have seen the hostages who are still in Gaza, who spent time with them and talk, unfortunately, about the state of physical abuse and sexual abuse. Separate from the life-saving medicine, is there other medicines that need to be delivered to address physical wounds that may not be life-threatening but still serious, wounds of a sexual nature, medicine that may treat of a sexual nature? Is that kind of medicine also going to be delivered?
It's a very good question, Jeff, and I want to add to your question about their mental torture. Yes, they need anti-anxiety, anti-depression, and care. You know, imagine for a woman that was raped. She needs treatment. I hope that there are no pregnant women from rape, and they will need treatment now. They need to be treated in Israeli hospitals for all their needs. We see that even for hostages that were released, the recovery is very, very difficult. Those who were injured require multiple surgeries and long-term antibiotic treatment. Some of them are in life-threatening condition despite the treatment, the good treatment in Israeli hospitals. So yes, the best care for them is to bring them back home now.
Professor,
for the very least, they should be visited.
Is that your concern? Do you have concern that these hostages who are being raped, they have maybe been impregnated by their rapists, by their captors? Is that a concern, and that's something that also needs to be addressed medically and psychologically?
Yes, I don't know. It's a variable. Some were getting this kind of torture and other got other kind of torture. So I don't know about all of them. But the risk from testimonials is very serious for sexual violence, for rape, for pregnancy, and for other things. Again, it's not only that. You know, for Hirsch Goldberg, who got severely wounded in his hand. Clearly, even 100 days later, if he survived, he needs, medications against infection. He needs physiotherapy and treatment for his handicap. And, for someone with hypertension, now his current situation is different than it was 100 days ago. So obviously they need to be cared by a professional team of physicians and nurses, and not only to get the medication. We hope that that's what will happen this week, that they will be visited by the ICRC, get proper care to their needs, and this will be only a step towards their release and getting treated in Israeli hospital. That's what we hope and I hope that whatever will happen this week will only be the catalyst to the treatment that they need, because their health needs are multiple. They suffer from starvation, they suffer from dehydration, they suffer from a lack of exposure to sunlight, and they have many complications which we know for clear from testimonials from 6 weeks ago. Now their situation obviously have deteriorated even further.
Professor, you mentioned this week. Is there something specific that you expect or were told that may happen this week that will, that with the Red Cross representatives, are they supposed to be allowed to see the hostages? Is there a plan, perhaps led by Qatar, that you know of to let that happen? Or is it just something that you hope happens sooner rather than later, as in, even today or tomorrow? Or is there something specific you know of?
First of all, we always have hope. Second of all, it was published in the media. And yes, I must say, although I want to be, very cautious, and I think that we shouldn't speak too much before it happened. But yes, we got the positive signals from the ICRC and from other roads that something is going to happen this week, and we have fingers crossed that they will get the care that they need, and this will be the first step towards the release. It's very difficult. We have been now in this 24 hours rally here, very emotional, very difficult after 100 days, and we must get some light at the end of the tunnel. Behind me, this is the demonstration that we had about the tunnel. The families, the hostages really deserve to get some good news. So we really hope, and we have some indication for that we will have some good news this week.
Yeah, Professor, we're looking live at the images from the rally behind you. We have the speakers and the music playing. I want to ask, in your mind, is it acceptable if the Red Cross confirms this week, as you hope, the proof of life from these hostages is able to visit them? Is that enough? Do they also need to physically guarantee the transfer of the medicine?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I got your question, but I'm saying at the moment it's uncertain. We don't know exactly what will happen. Maybe it will be different for different groups of hostages. Their basic right, I want to tell you what should happen. The basic right of any prisoner of war, and those are not prisoners of war, those are innocent hostages, is to get a visit from the Red Cross, to get full medical treatment, not only medication. They need to get their glasses, they need to get their hearing aid. I really hope that they will get the very least, the minimal things that they deserve in order to save their lives. Because again, after 100 days, it's life risking. Someone who did not see for 100 days, can lose his desire for life. We know that some of the hostages turned into a state of apathy. So they really need some light. They really need a full visit by professionals to get the care they need. I don't know what will happen. I hope for the best. I expect I'm also prepared for the worst.